Hello there fellow humans and welcome to this video, and today I want to show you what is now possibly the best T10 tank in World of Tanks Blitz, and that is the E50M. Let's get straight into it. Why is this tank so good? Well, the thing that got buffed in 8.2 is first of all the DPM, and I think also the ground resistance, so it's a bit faster and it shoots better. Now, what makes this tank so special, you might ask? Well, first thing is the armor. This tank has an insane amount of armor. Front of the turret is basically unpenetrable with standard ammo, unless it's like a tank destroyer. Then obviously the mantlet's pretty big, and if you keep this tank wiggled, you're gonna bounce at pretty much everything. Front armor, 330mm, something like that. You can't pen it. Then the sides. It is spaced armor, which means you can basically side scrape a Jaeger if you want to. So that's great. Obviously, lower plate is a weak spot at every tank, as always. Then gun. 2k DPM, 257 pen. That's, I think, the only downside of this tank is the penetration. Great accuracy, 8 degrees of gun depression, and very, very good mobility as well, which adds another thing on this tank, which means you can ram people really, really well. Now, on this map, what we want to do is we ideally want to take the CB area and also D, so have the most map control as possible. I don't necessarily want to go A, as you can see with what's going to happen to the enemy team soon. But that said, obviously the E50M, it has very, very good mobility. Also, if you load a chocolate and all fuel and protective kit, and don't load the small chocolate, and you run calibrated, you can achieve 6.9 seconds reload time, which is very, very important for this tank. You know, just that is very important. I would definitely use calibrated on this thing. In terms of the other equipment, probably, I don't know, really try to use on the second one, try to get the ramming one, optics, aim time thingy, enhanced hit points, or enhanced armor. It doesn't really matter for the E50M. Definitely the more speed boost, and then really just, I would go for the vert stabs, because you're going to shoot on the move a lot, right? So I think that's the equipment for the E50M as well. I mean, obviously you have the repair kit and the cooldown thing, but that doesn't fucking matter. So, with that said, obviously I went around here, and now I have all the enemies ahead of me, and they're looking away from me, which is ideally what you want to do in a medium tank, you know, just try to flank as much as you can. And in this position, I'm sort of covered. Obviously the thing I have to watch out for is this tank is the chunky boy. So, they can shoot my hull if they would peek there, because obviously the thing isn't high enough, and there's the accuracy. Let's go. Now, what I'm going to do here is quite simple. As I said earlier, you can side scrape this tank, so let's side scrape this Batchat. He can't pen me. I could even over angle quite a bit, and he still couldn't pen me because it is spaced armor in a way. So there is really no chance for him to pen that in any way. You also don't have any like angled front side plates, like for example a MX M449 has, or an MX54 has. So you don't have a problem with side scraping whatsoever. It's also not a pike nose, it's flat. So it is great for side scraping. And it's also great, as you can see, the gun is great for dealing a lot of damage, because it's very accurate, which means you don't have to aim much, which is great because you can peek very fast and very easily. And it also has 3000 DPM, which means you can pick apart pretty much whatever you want to. And as you can see there, the better your accuracy and range time, the faster you can peek, the harder it is for you to get shot. And even if you would get shot, it wouldn't matter, because this thing's gonna bounce everything most of the time, if you wiggle it properly, and it can do that because the hull turn rate is very, very high. So it is very easy to wiggle this thing. Now, this is 5k damage battle already. I don't know how that happened, but it just did. So that's how this tank works, you know. If you just know where to go, the tank's gonna do the work on its own in a way. But you have to know how to work that, obviously. So, E100 is left alive. That's the downside of this tank, and that is the one thing that I think is the downside of the Chieftain Mark 6, well, one of the other best T10 tanks, that is the penetration. You know, the Chieftain has abysmal premium penetration. This one only has 357 on the APCR, while tanks like the M48 Patton now have 268 if you use the calibrated. But you can go around it, 330 on the heat with calibrated. It's perfectly fine. It's not going to do too much. So yeah, that's the game in the E50M. If you ain't convinced yet that it's one of the best, if not the best, well, I wouldn't say it's the best, but it is definitely in the race for it. So let's play a battle as well at the end here. And I am getting recognized. Hello. Welcome to Relevance. Well, if you want to help me get more relevant, then join button is down there, like button's down there, and the subscribe button is down there as well, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, obviously I'm gonna go up here, because this is a medium tank, and that's what you do. They have 2 medium tanks, we have 3, that is great. Also, all 3 mediums go up here, which is also great. Not always a given, but now they also have a Badger and a Tortoise, but yeah, fuck them. That said, try and... oh, hello, Leo. Okay, well, this thing can really do anything, that's the thing. You know, you can snipe people, because it's insanely accurate. You can brawl with people, because you have insanely good armor. And you can also ram people. Even if it's an E50M, you could ram him, but I'm not going to do that, because obviously Leo's there, and I don't know where the tank throwers are. I don't know where the tank throwers are. Oh, there's a Badger. Yeah, I mean, that had to have been the Badger, because if that's the Tortoise, yeah, oof. Oh, what are you doing, Leo? Oh, He's just giving up. Ouch. Oh, come on. This thing's thick at the back, so the gun depression over the back isn't great, so don't rely on that, ever. Just like... I mean, a lot of medium tanks have that, where they just kind of thick, and then you can't actually shoot over the back of them. Okay, now we know where the Tortoise is. Or, variably, a camping ST1, but he's there, so... could be a VK90 that's camping, but I don't want to rely on that really. Even though I don't know where the guy is. Yep, yep, he's camping as well. Let's go.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
That's welcome to WoT Blitz, everyone. That is an amazing game, eh? Okay. I mean, you probably just bought it thinking, hey, I'm a bad player, I'm gonna buy a good tank, maybe I'm good now. That's not how it works. That is not how it works, you gotta still put in the hours yourself. But, obviously, you can get this tank for free, and it's just as good, if not better, I'd say. Obviously not in terms of the armor, but the gun's pretty good, right? Okay, well, I can't ram anyone in this game, which is a bit sad, you know. No Vickers or no Sheridans to ram, sadly. But, oh. That's the Badger. He's okay. He's somehow not being contained, which is a bit questionable to me. But no, he's not. Goddamn. Okay, I'm gonna have to hide behind this house now because the Badger's shooting at me. And yep. Okay. The IS-4 is just. I don't know why he's just sitting there, but now I have to try to get out at one point here. The 50Bs I think are one shot, so that's not going to be a problem. I'm just going to wait here for a bit. Ah, there we go. He has Pete. Nope, that doesn't work. Anyway, I think the IS-4 is AFK. Has to be, right? Or is he? He's just sitting there. Okay, I mean... yeah, the Badger's just shooting this place. So I'm gonna do something risky. And I'm gonna go up here. See if I can find someone up there. Nope, 50B still back there. Oh, the IS-4's back. Nice. That's great. Let's go. Let's go. 50B has died. Nice. And the 100D is mad. Rip. Alright, come on. Give me one shot, and I'll be happy. There we go. You know what? Send it! Oh, that was totally worth it. That was absolutely worth it. Gotta say. And I hope this video was worth it for you. And if it was, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you for the next one, hopefully. Goodbye.